Well, Dan, first thing to say is well done on your hat-trick last week. That must have been a very nice feeling.
Thanks, yeah. Obviously been a little bit frustrating waiting to get my chance again back in the team, so yeah, it was great to score.
And a great result as well, good performance obviously.
Yeah, I said afterwards, I think like it can be a little bit of a banana skin when you're playing a team that come to defend and then try and hit you on the counter attack or a set piece or anything. So I think we've done well to see the game out in the end. Yeah.
You dominated the first half, and yet you were only one goal up at half time. Was Neil McFarlane, was the message of patience and you'll get there? Was that what they said?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, obviously going in at 1-0 is still a risky scoreline because they can still defend that and then try and nick a goal and maybe get a replay or something. But no, I think we were patient and we carried on playing the way that we did in the first half and got a few more goals in the second half.
Have you scored many hat-tricks in your career?
No, I think that was my first actually. Yeah, so it was a nice feeling and yeah, it was just good to be part of the team again, to be honest.
Yeah, you mentioned that it's been a bit up and down. Obviously, the 3-game ban took you out of the equation for a while, and you've got to just bide your time and get back in, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was the frustrating thing, that it was all down to me. It was my fault why I weren't in the team, so it was. It has been a frustrating time, but it's also been nice to see that the lads doing well, and because overall that's the whole aim, which is to get promoted this year, whether you're playing or not. You want to be in a successful team, so it's been nice to be watching. But on the other side, you're still wanting to get your chance, and rightly so. The team stayed the same way for the games we've been doing well.
Yeah, it's more difficult to go banging on the manager's door if you've got yourself sent off, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly, and not just that, but when the lads are doing so well, you haven't got an argument really. You have to just sit there and bite your tongue and hopefully you'll get your chance, and then when it comes, try and take it.
And obviously there is serious competition in the squad at the moment. You obviously Ashley Chambers and Joe Ironside up front. Then you've got Ed Williams, who's playing out of his skin, in midfield, attacking midfield really.
Yeah, exactly, and I think the gaffer will have a few headaches on the weekend because Chambo and the others who were rested hadn't done nothing wrong. They were just rested. So obviously this Saturday's going to have to upset a few people whichever way. Yeah, but I'm sure we'll all stay together and whoever gets the shirt will all be supporting each other.
It's all about taking your chance when you get it, and you certainly did that. You have given him a few headaches now.
Yeah, like I say, you obviously you get a little bit of luck and you work hard and try and make it happen, and it did on Saturday.
That was a very good result off the back of the Chester defeat as well. So obviously the bounce back at the first opportunity is what you're all aiming for.
Yeah, that was one of the messages before going out on Saturday was that we need to sort of send a message that we weren't at it Tuesday, but we put it right, and that's the way. It's a long season. There's going to be probably games where it would have been lovely to have gone the whole season unbeaten, but realistically, probably are going to be games we drop points, and it's how we bounce back.
On to this Saturday then. You're back here and you're playing Altrincham.
Yeah, it would be a nice to get back in the league because it was an FA Cup game against, with all due respect, a bit lower opposition. So I think it'll be a test for us on Saturday as well to bounce back in the league.
What do you know about Altrincham?
There's a couple of lads who I played with in the past, the goalkeeper at Foyle. So yeah, I know a couple of the lads. So it'd be nice to get one over on them as well.
It's still relatively early in the season, of course, but I mean, Chorley obviously been flying at the top of the table at the moment. But there's some very good sides in this league this season.
Yeah, as I said with us, I think we've been playing great football, and I think that sooner or later Chorley will drop points as well because the schedule gets busy as well over the winter time. The pitches don't get so nice, so I'm convinced that they'll drop points as well, and it's just about us capitalising on that.
I mentioned Ed Williams. He's been named in the England C squad for a game against Estonia, so that's a great achievement for him.
Yeah, it's brilliant and well deserved as well. I think since he had to wait his chance as well at the start of the season, which he probably wasn't too happy about. But he supported everyone that was playing ahead of him, and he's come in and done brilliant. So yeah, brilliant for him, and I think everyone's buzzing for him because of the way he was when he wasn't playing. Yeah.
Final point, just a word about the boss. I've got obviously new man in this season. What do you think Neil McFarlane's brought to the club?
I think he's been brilliant for the lads. I think that he's brought that energy that we maybe lacked a little bit last year. Obviously the fans that came last year would have seen that we still play good football, and I think we are playing good football this year, but maybe a little bit naive out of possession, and that's where we got stung a little bit last year, and I think he's come in and give us that little bit of steel, and yeah, I think he's been brilliant for the lads.